We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They begin this drive with Chubb, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
To throw on second is Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Watson on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They run it again with Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Watson now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On play action, Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And Diggs has it. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, We're chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed him right there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To the air, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Shoves him aside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2nd and 10.
Half 85.
Diggs going in motion right. Allen to throw once more. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 42 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Alert!
Allen going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Watson on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then got back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Watson off play action. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go up the middle with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. On 1st down, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. You think about this strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 77 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Alert!
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Browns 28, Bills nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big depth.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku.
Down inside the 10.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
York on now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in